Have you been feeling this full moon energy? April 23rd is the full moon in Scorpio, and we always feel full moons a week before they happen. This one in particular is moody, got lots of feels, and is kind of dredging up some things from the past. What I mean is, think about fall 2021 until last summer 2023. What were some of the things that you were exploring, challenges that you were facing? Some of those things are being brought up again with this full moon. This is the cherry on top to eclipse season. These last 2 months I know have been feeling intense. And we're ending it with the intensity of Scorpio. So these past 2 months was eclipse season. We were finishing up lessons around values and boundaries, identity, figuring out this new version of ourselves that is emerging. And how does that relate to the relationships that we have? And what do we need in our closest relationships? A lot of friendship shifting, work breakups, like leaving significant others, deepening relationships with certain people, and recognizing how some dynamics and some friends really just aren't here for the long haul, or that those relationships really need to change. And all of this is getting wrapped up with the full moon in Scorpio. It is a sign that deals with intimacy, vulnerability, karma, power, finances, and what we are learning, what we are integrating is, okay, we did all this stuff these past 2 months, all these changes, all these transformation of the self and our relationships, and how can we really be honest with ourselves? Scorpio is a truth seeker, has a strong attention to detail. And we have been really forced to look at uncomfortable truths and recognize where we have been in denial in our personal lives, in our professional lives. And so with this full moon in Scorpio coming up on April 23rd, I want you to reflect and think about what else needs to be released. How do you feel disempowered? How do you feel like kind of like how you shrink away or avoid intimacy and vulnerability? Celebrating any wins in those areas as well. Think about your own healing journey. Full moons are all about manifestations and like a big release. Those last bits that kind of just need to be washed away from your spirit, from your energy, from your personality, from your identity, kind of released from your personal narrative. It is a wonderful time to just reflect on the last 6 months. Think about 6 months ago when it was the new moon in Scorpio, what you wanted in your life. You made a wish and you are receiving it. And I'm pretty excited for us to move through this full moon in Scorpio, as well as the Mercury retrograde in Aries is ending on the 25th. And we've already started this shifting in energy as we've been in Taurus season. There was the Jupiter conjunct Uranus in Taurus that we're still feeling these next few weeks. And really, this weekend is going to feel quite different and quite new. So with this full moon in Scorpio, my friends who are affected the most are going to be Sun, Moon, Rising, North and South Node Scorpio placements. If you don't know if this is you, go to my website, yoursaturn.com, to get your free career astrology report. It'll give you more insights to yourself, your ideal career and path and purpose, but also it'll show you in the chart properties if you have a couple placements in Scorpio, the ones that I stated, Sun, Moon, Rising, North or South Node, and also this full moon affects you if you have 3 or more planets in Scorpio or the 8th house. So it's super normal this past week to feel moody, but also if you're a water sign, So Cancer and Scorpio, you are also going to be feeling it as well because Scorpio is very intuitive, very feeling based, very psychic. And so those who have intuitive psychic abilities are feeling tired, maybe drained. I know a lot of people have been feeling sick, so it's important to drink a lot of water, eat nourishing foods. I myself, a couple weeks ago, I feel like in preparation of this moon, I was eating very clean. I was feeling kind of like, yeah, just the desire to kind of clear my channels, eat healthier food, rest more, move my body more. And so you may have been feeling these things as well this past week or these past few weeks. And things will start to lift tomorrow evening when we have the full moon in Scorpio, and definitely later this week as we fully like move out of this energy, because with new moons and full moons, we always feel the energy a couple days after as well. That's why I'm always like, you can do your rituals, on the day, that hour that it occurs, as well as the few days after. And some good rituals to do for this full moon in Scorpio: bath rituals, anything water related. You can write down what you want to release and you can burn that paper or you can recycle it. You can do things to help you with your emotional regulation. I think breath work is really wonderful, doing a grounding activity. So the water things, but also walking outside. And for my Scorpio friends, if you've been feeling a lot of different emotions and feelings, start a creative project to channel those feelings and emotions so you kind of feel a little bit less up and down. If you need some extra insights, book a reading with me, check the show notes. And I also have a free career astrology workshop this Thursday, April 25th at 5 p.m. Pacific. Join live or sign up to catch the replay. And all that info is in the show notes. Happy full moon in Scorpio!